This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, find out if Betty's willing to be my bodyguard, and then talk about a bunch of awesome folks. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the world, the town famous What the Heck podcast.
Might just be this house famous.
This household famous. I'm Colin Frederick with Jake Reese and Tyler Heck. Gentlemen, happy Saturday afternoon, which is a weird time for us.
It is.
Is this our first Saturday?
No, I think we had one other one.
Did we?
Yeah.
We need to go back and figure out what days we
We
haven't
haven't hired a heckletary yet, so.
That's true.
Any applications coming in yet?
No, zero.
It's disappointing.
If anyone, not only do we need a heckletary, we need a producer that can run the boards. Maybe we can get nicer boards that have sound effects and things, and then we can have
like
somebody
actual
handle
boards,
that.
Not a couple of knobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And also then somebody can be like, oh, actually what you were looking for is the cheetah can run 23 miles an hour. And and like 23 is probably wrong. So right now they could be telling me that I'm wrong.
That actually it's this, yeah.
So that's important. If anyone wants to be a producer, we've pretty much got an eternally vacant fourth microphone because no one likes to hang out with us anymore.
We haven't had a guest in a long time.
Nobody likes us.
Just to be clear, those are two separate positions, right?
Yeah,
We're not looking
no,
to
it's-
hire.
Well, I mean,
one
it
for
depends
the-
how ambitious that person is.
I guess.
It totally could be the same.
We need a
Makes
guest,
sense.
though.
We need a guest until we get a heckletary and a producer.
Who wants to be a guest? Anybody out there? I'm not hearing
I
it.
didn't
Silence
hear
is golden.
anyone
Yep,
answer.
yep.
That's bad.
Uke didn't even bark, so he's not interested.
Great.
He sucks. We got big things planned for the afternoon. We tried to record potentially 2 other days this week, and it just didn't happen because life's busy. So here we are on a Saturday afternoon. I'm glad that we've gotten away from me thinking that we should drop episodes on Saturday morning because nobody listens on the weekend anyway. So
They
I think,
listen on
everyone
Mondays
wants
on the
it
way to
Monday
work.
morning.
I think that Mondays
Yep.
are fine.
Yep.
So and it frees up opportunities like this to record on the
Which
weekend.
is perfect.
Heck yeah.
Anything happening? There's some football being played at Dear Old Bigfoot High right now by non-Dear Old Bigfoot Hires.
Bigfoot High played last night, though.
They did.
Big win.
Whoop whoop. I was with Brendan Taylor, so I was telling him all night that Clinton sucks balls.
It was also on the Twitter sphere. I watched the conversation between Colin
Oh, I
and,
did see
Flick
some of
Watched
Watcher.
that.
it unfold.
Yes.
Jay Flick.
That was pretty
Hey,
funny.
just checking. Are the Chiefs better than the Cougars?
I like the circa 2012 Chiefs, personally.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the ones right now. I'm talking about like in the past.
But also the ones right now are
Also
better,
better.
too. So
Classic. That happened, and some other stuff happened as well. Not really anything that exciting.
no.
It's
No.
You know what is exciting? I have the next 10 days off.
Are you? Is it
Other
spring
than
break?
football. Spring break.
Spring
As of
break.
3. Well, I left at 3 o'clock to go get my shot yesterday. So as of 3 o'clock yesterday, spring break.
No
for
shit,
this
I
guy.
didn't realize that.
Yep.
That'd be excellent. We could use that
Party
hands
on.
around Austin Peer Service.
No, actually, I'm busy.
Every day,
I'm,
all
I'm-
day.
I'm going into work. Gotta make up for some lost time.
Yeah, no, I get it for sure. All right. Well, if anyone wants to hire Tyler for next week, you can't because he's busy.
Yep. Sorry.
I hope that he's busy right now thinking about what he's going to tell us.
Got it.
As soon as I say, Tyler, what the heck?
I have 2 words, and it's not suck it.
Dang, I was looking forward to that.
March Madness.
Sadness.
Yeah.
I was going to talk March Madness, and then I thought, why would we talk basketball when we could talk wrestling?
Even better.
That a lot of us watched most of the tournament a week ago.
Yeah, true.
That's how. I hope my boss isn't listening, but that's how I spent most of my Thursday, Friday during the day.
He
He's
might
not
approve it.
He's not a listener.
It's fine.
He might be okay with it, but
He probably
Watch
watched a
with
little bit
wrestling,
too.
yeah.
But what stood out to everybody?
Okay. I'll go first.
Well, clearly, we know where
God,
this is going.
I knew I shouldn't have
Should've
jumped
cut
into
him
this.
off.
Dang it.
The world's best wrestler,
Oh, Spencer Lee.
125 pounder.
Gable Steveson, should not be able to get that far off the ground.
I will 100% agree with you that for a grown man of his size, that looked like he came off a trampoline.
That was appalling. His head, while upside down, was like 5 feet off the
If
ground.
he decides that the NFL or the WWE don't work out for him, he should go into high jump.
Or anything else.
Can we? I
Except
want to at some
probably
point.
like
Let's look at a
accounting.
picture because I think when he did the backflip, his head was actually higher off the ground than it is when he's just normally standing.
Yes.
I would believe that to be true.
I don't know how anyone gets an arc like that with
On a
their body.
layout. It's not like he
but-
tucked his knees in to
Yeah.
get extra momentum. He
No,
had his
he
body
was-
straight as a board.
Yeah, and he's what 260.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was exceptional.
That was exceptional. However, I'm gonna one up you and say, if you can go out there and your closest match is 7-0 and you have 0 ACLs and one missing MCL in your knees, you are a badass.
I still haven't seen the MRIs.
You think he's gonna lie? Come on.
Those are private
Yeah,
documents.
he was trying.
Pulled out of the Olympic trials.
He was trying to win that goddamn award.
He pulled out of the Olympic trials. He,
He
would
was
do
like-
that for the Hodge Award.
He was like-
didn't need that to
No.
win the Hodge
He did.
Award.
'Cause
He
he
wrestled a total of like 17 minutes, including
No,
that
he did
NCAA
it.
tournament.
He was like, oh,
His
God.
closest match all year was his finals match, which he won 7-0.
That one felt until the end.
It was
That
close,
match
yeah.
felt closer than it probably.
But if you
was.
watched him at all throughout the year, he definitely was not who he was a month ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't moving well. He was.
No, he,
I
like,
think he was
wasn't
just a
doing
step
that
off
much.
the whole match.
Yeah, Courtney definitely dictated that whole match.
Yeah.
He just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and I think when you have no lateral movement and you can't react and your ACLs are gone, that tends to slow you down a little bit.
And if Courtney Jass wouldn't have gotten cautions on those couple of shots,
Yeah,
they,
those were
Right.
just stupid.
Right.
I don't know what he was doing.
After I get what he was doing on the first one because he had to have known that
Like,
he
you
wasn't
gotta do
moving.
something.
Yes.
He wasn't moving well.
Yeah, the mobility was.
but after the first one, you got to be able to time it up better than that.
you'd
Yeah.
think.
You had like 4 of them.
yeah,
Well, he's probably had hair in his eyes he couldn't see.
That's true. He was flicking it out of the way. I had 2 takeaways from the finals. One, Stanford sucks. And I'm not talking about the wrestlers. I'm talking about the school in general.
keep Stanford wrestling.
They are morons.
Hashtag.
Because that kid is amazing, and he probably wins at least another one for them. He was only a sophomore, or is only a sophomore.
The rumor that I'm hearing throughout the wrestling community is if Stanford does not bring wrestling back, he will be wrestling for Penn State next year.
Oh, my God. I hate.
The rich get richer, my friend.
That's dumb.
And the worst part is he's going to fit right into their
Yeah,
lineup.
they need a 65-pounder.
Ugh.
That's
Whatever.
So
Take
dumb.
down Iowa.
How, yeah. Can we talk about that?
What?
How somehow Iowa won by like 80 points. And,
Iowa
and only
placed in
had
every weight class.
One person.
and Penn State just beat the hell out of everyone in the finals.
Because
That's so
Penn State
wild.
didn't have a heavyweight
And
and a 25-pounder.
yeah.
They wrestled 2 guys down.
So Iowa had, I think they had they had 8 out of 10 All-Americans. But
And
they
the
took
ninth
all
one
10
was
guys.
stupid.
And Penn State, I think, only took 8 guys. And then they didn't have they had 1 or 2 that didn't All-American. So you lose
Yeah.
points on the backside.
I suppose.
Yeah, Iowa won a lot on the back,
Yeah.
except for not from Marinelli because he's stupid.
Rod Marinelli?
Nope.
I didn't think he was moving
bull.
that well anymore.
My second takeaway, and this is also going to have 2 words. Go
D-
Pokes.
Bag.
Go Pokes. We're talking about AJ Ferrari.
Guy's the worst.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
he- okay.
He is ultimately the worst human being.
Oh, okay, stop. The worst human being.
Maybe
No,
not.
he is. He did not make my awesome
Yeah,
folks
he's
bracket.
he's worse
Thank
than
you.
Charles Manson
Though this
or
is
Jeffrey
just
Dahmer.
version 1, he might make version 2.
I'm talking about him as a wrestler.
Can't
Oh, well,
Because
argue.
as a wrestler,
He's not the
might
worst
have
there
been
either.
the 3rd most dominant kid in that tournament.
Behind
Yep.
Gable.
Who was behind
And Spencer Lee.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
A1.
100% agree. He's great. He's
As
a
a
physical
freshman.
specimen.
Yeah.
He's an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah.
A year ago this time, he won a high school state title. Like, that's cool. But,
I bet
like,
he was a douchebag in high school.
shut
as
your
well.
pie
I think he
hole.
was more of a D-bag in high school.
Oh, my
than
God, he
was
was
in college.
665.
Intolerable.
Yeah, I watched some of
665
his videos.
deadlift. Well, dude, who cares? What does that have to do with a double leg that
I
you
don't know.
shot and took a kid down with.
At some point, he's going to squat or deadlift, and the bar is just going to snap because it can't hold that much weight.
That happened to
I
me.
watched one of his box
Me
squat
too, but it was
videos,
plastic.
and it's like going to snap on
Yeah.
the back of his neck and kill him.
Maybe.
I don't know.
What surprised me most with that is that it was happening ultimately, because for anybody in the wrestling community who knows John Smith, the Oklahoma State coach, he's like a legend. He's old school. He's very similar to Dan Gable. Like,
He has a boring name.
It's boring, but he's like
Pretty average.
my way or the highway. He's very, pretty
Yeah.
good, pretty solid. And then to let a kid like
Do that.
run his mouth and be ridiculous like that,
Yeah.
a kid, and I will say, because he's still a kid.
Yeah, yep.
So that's why that happened. But John Smith, did you notice though his interview from Friday to Saturday changed a little bit?
No.
little
Because
bit, yeah.
luckily,
A little bit.
I didn't have to listen to that.
I was going to say, he didn't even know about him until the finals.
I didn't know the semis.
Yeah, it was a semis.
But also, where we were watching it, there was no sound, so I didn't actually have to
Oh, that's
listen to him be a
we
huge
just watched
tool.
him flex. And
So then
fake throw his headgear.
I watched him be that big of a tool, and I was like, well, I'm certainly not going to go, seek out that interview because I'll just want to kill him.
Yeah.
I did.
Even my
He
son, who was
toned it
watching that
down a little
interview, was like, "Dad, should he be saying that stuff?" I'm like, he's not saying anything bad, but he doesn't need to talk. He wrestled well. He's the best wrestler for sure in that weight. Then he should just walk away and, give everybody a thumbs up and
He's the worst.
hug his mom and dad.
And you don't give him thumbs, you give him guns up.
Guns out, go Pokes.
Although you'll appreciate this.
I put on my Oklahoma State hoodie for that. Big
So-
fan.
You have a secondary Gable Stevenson fan in the Reese house.
Yeah. Allie.
No. We're down in Bettendorf, Iowa, playing some b-ball.
The Quad Cities for all of
basketball.
our Quad Cities
Yeah, we
fans,
passed.
which I
We
think
passed
is
by
like-
Leclerc.
I think we have one Quad City fan.
No,
So-
Eau Claire. Leclerc is up.
Leclerc
north.
is
Oh yeah,
between
my bad. I get
lacrosse
those
and
two
the-
confused
yeah.
all the time. So somehow Carter had seen Gable do his little backflip in the
Oh,
practice
maybe he
room.
follows me on Twitter.
Maybe, yeah, that's probably it. Or he's on TikTok and Snapchat all the time.
These
Anyway,
kids aren't on Twitter.
he's like, "Dad, where's that guy who does the backflips?" I'm like, "Oh, this is Saturday night." He came in from playing with his buddies in the pool, and he's like, "I'm like, oh, he's coming up." So he watched the 3 weight classes leading up to that, and I kept saying "Hey, the guy, they started at 133 for a reason. This 125 pounder, he's great. He's great." He only stayed in the room to watch Gable.
My man.
Gable wins. He does his backflip, and my son is like, mouth wide open, tongue hanging on the floor, like, holy cow. And then he leaves. I'm like, wait, there's a good guy coming up. No, Dad, I'm going to go back out there.
He
I'm
went
like,
to go practice his backflips.
A man of my own heart.
Yeah, I figured you'd appreciate
I
that.
very much. The thing about Gable is, for whatever reason, he doesn't even look like he's trying or having
No.
fun or out of
That
breath.
That was the
Yes.
other thing we kind of talked about. He doesn't look like he's enjoying it. He just goes out and beats up on kids
It's just
because he just can.
At no point are his hardly ever has his hands on his hips or looks like he's breathing. It just,
Although I will say that the finals match, at the end, he did look like he was slowing down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I think Paris was trying to slow it down and maybe blocking more and wrestling a super defensive match. So I think that was the first time all year where I was like, oh, he's just content with just whatever. He'll coast. He doesn't need to score anymore.
He doesn't
Right.
care. He's already
Yeah.
got to win. I do want to jump back to the John Smith thing you brought up
Yeah.
because I thought about that. You'd never. The only other person from Oklahoma State that was similar would be J.O. Jordan Hopper, but he wasn't
Wasn't
that bad.
that?
But this, I think, is starting to signal the end of John Smith at Oklahoma State. Not that he's gonna leave, but I think he's just kind of starting to step out of that.
yeah.
Yeah, that
He'll
could
still be
be.
the coach, but he's gonna, because he wasn't really even throughout the tournament. He was never really in the corner. He was kind of off
Yeah.
at the back and letting the other guys coach. And I thought that was kind of weird because he's always corner for any match that anyone has a chance in.
Maybe he's just ready to be done because Ferrari's such a douchebag. He's like, I can't
He
do this
can't
for 40
He
years.
handle
didn't
this.
even recruit this kid, and he came here. He's not on
I
scholarship
didn't
or
even
anything.
want you.
I mean, I guess they'll keep him. I mean, he did all right.
Yeah,
Also,
he's above
I'd
average.
like to talk about Ferrari's dad.
He looks like
He's in a one-man biker gang.
Yeah.
He's his own biker gang and just beats people up for fun.
So what's the movie? I can't think of the name now.
Shrek.
Wild Hogs.
No. God, no, I can't even. Jason Sudeikis is in it. They go like,
Where are the Millers?
RV.
yeah,
Oh,
we're the
yeah,
Millers.
yeah.
He looks like Ferrari's dad. Looks like that bad guy.
Oh, yeah,
who's
he does.
cross-eyed, great big huge. If he had cross eyes, he's that guy to a T.
He was giant.
Maybe
I
that
was
is
like,
actually him. Maybe he's
It
the
might be
actor.
him. Maybe he got surgery. And fixed his
The only
face.
thing
I'll ask
that like made me feel better was when he went up to hug his mom and dad at the end, and he got blood all over his dad's sweatshirt.
Yes, which was, I'm sure, like
Not
it
the
was,
first time.
No,
No,
that guy.
Probably the first time it was his son's blood or anyone in his family's blood. But not the first time he
blood
said
that he
blood
didn't
on his
cause.
sweatshirt.
he didn't create to splatter on his shirt.
Oh man,
That's a great topic of conversation.
great job, team.
We could spend a whole show on that, but
Could.
Yeah, we could talk
Next
about
year.
Gable forever.
Who?
I'm done already.
Is he coming back next year? Or
No.
is he going
He already
to the WWE?
he tweeted
already?
at Vince.
He did. I saw that.
He's going.
That's
him
so
and
dumb.
him
One-
and Ferrari are going to be a tag team.
The WWE.
That would be.
Actually, I do want Gable to come back because Ferrari's going to heavyweight, and I want to see that match.
I do
Is he
too.
really?
Yes.
Yes.
He cut down from 230.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
35
Yeah.
pounds, 32 pounds, whatever.
You put him at 260. I don't know if he beats Gable, but I think he gives Gable probably the closest match out of anybody.
I'm sure.
That would
I
be
think that'd be a good
That would be a match for the ages.
So if Gable comes back,
that'd be a Snyder Coon
that's
match.
what I want.
Except both of them are much bigger than Snyder.
Correct.
It'd be like a Coon match.
Yes. Coon Man.
That's wild.
Yeah. Hope so, but Gable's probably gone.
He's
Let's be
yeah.
If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal.
Are we done talking about Gable now, or is I don't know if that was
Yeah,
part
that
of
was
this.
my transition.
Oh God, oh sorry, because he could be a good bodyguard too, probably.
He's
Yeah, facts.
probably a great bodyguard.
He would be an excellent bodyguard. Lately, I don't know how this happened.
I do.
Tell me.
Well, do you want an intro first, and then I'll tell you how it
Yeah.
came up?
The new unofficial official theme song of the What the Heck podcast is You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. Okay, now you're up.
All right. The reason, at least I think this came up was, I mentioned a couple weeks ago I was rewatching The Office, as I normally do 4 or 5 times a year, and I had just watched the episode where Jim and Pam are getting ready for their wedding. They're talking to Nard Dog in the break room, and he's trying to sell the a cappella group.
Yep.
And plays "You Can Call Me Al," and Pam goes, "I'm sorry, am I gonna walk down the aisle to "You Can Call Me Al"?" And I brought that up. I don't know if we were here or if we were at
I
the
think
bar.
we were here. No, we were
but
here.
I think we were here when when I brought it up and then first played it.
We were here
and then
working on Wolf stuff,
Yes.
and I had Yacht Rock Spotify going, and it came on.
And it came on. And then it became like a joke to like, we went to Kip and Deb's and we played it. And we went to Cruise In and we played it. And now it's
And
like,
then that one night when we were here, Colin played it again.
so last night we were at Cruise after the game, and the first song he plays, "You Can Call Me Al," a couple more songs, and then it comes on because it wasn't loud enough.
We
And
didn't even get
then
to hear
There's
it.
a couple more songs, and I played it again.
No, I think we played it one more time
And
before we left.
we played it another time, like as the last song before we left.
And nobody even like noticed and got pissed. They were just
Yeah.
dancing because it's such a happy little ditty.
Right? No one
I don't know how you
mentioned that
could
it played
get upset
5
with it.
times in an hour and a half. Probably less than that.
Right before this episode, well, all right, I'll back up. So we've been like real hot on the "You Can Call Me Al" train for the last week. So after listening to it like 6 times last night, I was scrolling through Facebook this morning, and just like totally coincidentally, someone had shared the music video for "You Can Call Me Al."
Yeah, it was not a sponsored ad.
No, it was
a
like
legitimate
it was like
friend
a Facebook friend
who
that was like,
not involved
"I
in
love this
at all.
song," and I was like, "Me too."
That's why we're Facebook friends.
It's making a comeback.
So I guess I had heard the song before, but never knew the name or what it was. Like, I never gave it any thought until recently. So I watched the music video, the official music video, and then just now before the episode started, I showed it to you two.
Awesome.
Tell me your thoughts.
100%
What
awesome.
is going on?
Probably one of the funniest music videos I've ever seen.
And
Was this Paul Simon's idea for the music video? I want to sit down and talk
we
with
should
him.
see if we can get an interview with Paul.
You think he would come on for a little
He
bit?
might.
You know, we gotta
Especially with as big of a Simon and Garfunkel fan I am.
preface it for those hecklers out there that haven't seen it.
Go watch
Basically,
it, first of all.
Yeah.
it's Chevy Chase singing the whole song and Paul Simon sitting next to him and mouthing like 8 words.
Very unhappily.
the same 4 words 2 different times and playing some musical instruments along the way. A couple little dance numbers.
Shit. He like gets up. It's just like they're in a pink room
Yeah.
with the door
Two
open.
chairs, a couple of random instruments around.
And like a few times, Paul just gets up and walks out of the room, and Chevy's still just like lip syncing and dancing, but only very like softly dancing in his chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like up moving around.
But until they get up and move around with instruments, and it's just like the subtle things in the video are ridiculous.
And I made the comment, everybody knows and loves good old Chevy, that I wondered how much was just like improv, where Chevy, like, they didn't rehearse it. He just threw out a chair dance move and like wasn't part of anything, or like his hands when he's like doing all this kind of stuff. Like, is that rehearsed, or did he just throw that out there randomly?
And is Paul Simon way funnier than I think he is?
His-
He is kind of a little jokester.
Yeah.
That.
That and little jokester, is he like 4'2"?
Yes.
Either that or Chevy Chase is like 7 feet tall.
See, this is why we need a producer, because we need someone. Is Paul Simon that short,
Yes,
or
how-
is Chevy Chase that tall?
You
I'm
look
looking up Paul Simon.
I'll look up Chevy.
All right, and I will just sit here and
You
wait.
just continue speaking words.
Because yes, if you watch this music video, which I recommend to all the hecklers out there, watch it at least once. There is a
Chevy's
huge
6'4".
discrepancy. Okay,
Paul
so he's
is 5'3", so that is
So he
quite
is-
the difference.
we're talking
Over a
13
foot taller.
13 inches.
Wow.
And it looks all of 13
Yeah,
inches.
it
in the
looks
video.
I
like
would
2
have guessed
feet.
more than that.
Yeah.
5'3" is so small.
That's 4 inches shorter than me.
Katie's
as
5
the shortest
foot.
person in this room.
Art Garfunkel is 5'9", so even
He looks big in their cover. Well, granted, he's got a fro that makes him 6'6".
Well, yeah.
I was gonna say he's
but
taller
they're
than Chevy.
they're
with that.
6 inches apart normally.
That's so wild.
Wow.
That's crazy. Funny, when I googled how tall is Paul Simon, Chevy Chase's picture came up and 6'4" was listed underneath it. So we're not the only
So
ones
everyone
googling that.
who sees that
Everyone's
music
like,
video is like,
what
"What
the
is
hell?
that?"
Is he standing on a table? But seriously, you all should go watch the music video because it is
Yeah,
Oh,
an
please.
experience. It's a real
100%
treat.
recommend.
Now I'd like to get into the meat of it. What in the hell is this song even about?
I tried listening to some of the lyrics last night at the bar, and I just don't. I don't know. And
Just
then I
like-
thought maybe the music video would help, and it doesn't, even
no.
a little bit.
Not even a small amount, but you just jump in, a guy walking down the street, and he's like, "Why am I fat? But my life's hard." And then it's about cartoons, and then he talks about his beer belly again. And then it goes to the chorus, which is he's talking to Betty, and he's like, "If you'll be my bodyguard, I'll be your pal."
So he's, at least in the first part, it seems like he's asking for a bodyguard from the dogs.
Yes,
But why these
That's
dogs
true.
are
Get
around,
these mutts away
I don't
from
know
me.
where they came from.
You know, I don't find this stuff amusing anymore.
You know, it's kind of a beginning of like, woe is me. Why am I soft? These dogs are getting me. But if you've been my bodyguard, I'd be your best friend for life.
And it's confusing because it's such a juxtaposition, which is also a nice word.
It is. Did you look that up before the show?
No,
Did you use it?
no,
You
but
just
I-
came up with that?
Yeah.
It's just calendar word of the day.
Yes. Juxtaposition. Because the song is like so happy and the music is
Right.
like
Yes.
real upbeat. And-
You wouldn't think he's thinking about how miserable he is.
no, but it does. Granted, this song, I don't know when it was even released. I could probably find that out here quickly.
Quickly.
Especially when the pan flute part comes on.
1986.
You guys weren't even born.
Almost. A couple years away.
I'm a young baby.
I was 8. I was probably listening to this song when it came out. Ride my bike.
You probably were
Grab
thinking
a
the same
road.
thing. What am I listening
What
to?
the hell
right
is
now?
this song? 35 years later, I still don't understand it.
I don't know. Do you think Paul understands what he was singing?
I don't think Paul understands it.
Someone was just like, "Hey, I got a song for you."
Well,
or
I'm
something.
certain that there was a lot of drug use in the time because a favorite, and I know it's not his solo work, but of the Simon and Garfunkel work is the 59th Street Bridge song, parentheses, Feelin' Groovy, in which they say, "Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhyme for me? Doo-doo-doo-doo, feelin' groovy." So he's talking to a lamppost about flowers.
There could be some drug use going on then. I'm not sure.
I just don't want to rule it out. I looked it up here on AmericanSongwriter.com, and this song is quintessential Simon. It's whimsical, rhythmically infectious, poetic, and conversational, all before it expands into a whole other realm.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
That all fits into everything
yeah.
we've been talking about.
I like whimsical.
He said it came from a funny memory if they went to a party of some guy who didn't know who Paul or his wife Peggy were. So the guy introduced them to his guests as Al and Betty.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what in the hell it became famous with the music video with Chevy Chase.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't know what else is up with here. There's a delightful bass break, which was not part of the original arrangement, but it was the guy's birthday, so he put it in.
That's
This
cool.
is important.
It's called a penny whistle.
Oh, that's what he's playing.
Yeah, jazz musician played the solo on the penny whistle
We should get a penny whistle.
and figure out how to play it.
And yes, really just to
Just
play
that part, yes.
That's all I need.
Don't
to
learn
ever play
anything
it.
else, but if you can play that part, I will be your bodyguard.
The lyrics shift from the ordinary language of the first verse to a third verse imbued with enriched imagery, the angels in the architecture spinning in infinity. That progression is not random, because nothing Simon does is random.
Very
Which is not to
calculated.
say he calculates his lyrics.
Huh?
So you might think it is, but it's not. He said during one of their conversations in 1988, "I'm more interested in what I discover than what I invent."
That is so deep.
Look at his face. Look how deep he is about that.
How
Looks like
low
a
did the
mass
camera have to
murderer
get
there.
that picture?
They're on his knees.
They set the camera on the ground. To get to the right place to allow discovery to occur, he'd listen to the music while tossing a baseball against the wall and catching it. Asked what effect that had on the song, he gave the following answer, which leads into his explanation of discovering what became "You Can Call Me Al." The act of throwing a ball and catching it is so natural and calming. It's like a Zen exercise. It's a very pleasant feeling if you like playing ball, and while you do, your mind kind of wanders.
Huh, so my son's going to be a musician because he throws a ball against the
Not
wall
only
all
is
the
he going to be a
time.
musician, he will come up with a song that, after what was it, 35 years that it
Yeah.
dropped.
Yeah.
People will still continue to listen to it because they don't know what's going on.
Yes.
So that's great.
And as a lyricist, my job is to find out what it is I'm thinking, even if it's something I don't want to be thinking. He's very introspective. Good for Paul. This is probably
Still
why...
don't understand what's happening other than he's talking about him and his wife being introduced as Betty and Al at a party.
Yep, that's pretty much all we learned here.
I bet you if you took the time to read that article through in depth,
I could. I
You
got
would-
a lot of time on my hands the next couple of
yeah,
days.
you got 10 days off to read it.
I'll take a look.
Besides all the work that you're doing
That's
outside
true.
of Austin Pure
I
Service.
have so much that I can't even get over to the old APS.
It's just too busy.
So now you have this guy who's no longer thinking about the mundane thoughts about whether he's getting too fat, whether he needs a photo opportunity, or whether he's afraid of the dogs in the moonlight in the graveyard. And he's often, listen to the sound. Look what's going on. There's cattle and scatterlings. And these sounds are very fantastic. And look at the buildings. There's angels in the architecture. And that's at the end of the song. It goes, voomp. And that's the end. I also earlier, after I watched this live version, and people in the crowd are as hyped as I like to think I would be if the song was now being played.
Yeah, if I heard that live,
That So then just my other questions were, can I call you Betty, and why is this not our national anthem?
But also, why isn't it played more? That's above this.
Oh, yes.
Why isn't it played more?
Well,
Do people not know about this song?
I think
Do
they
we
just
have to spread the good
I
word?
think they forget.
They forgot.
It's
that the
35
song-
years old.
They
Do
just,
we have to go door to door?
Yes. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have time to listen to the word of Paul Simon? We'll have a boombox.
Carry it up on our shoulders? I am in. Let's go do it right now.
We're going to do it right now.
All right, we're signing off. Have fun.
See you guys. At the very least, I'm going to share. We need to share it on the What the Heck page, as well as on our personal Facebook pages, and just spread the gospel.
I'm in.
I feel like we're disciples of Paul now.
I think I'm going to go home and play it for my family and see what they think.
And they'll all be like,
Like,
What?
we have
I
something
bet
better
you
to
get,
do, Dad.
Yeah, 0 likes. in that house. Just a guess.
My wife would. I think Kim will dig it. Especially if I play the music video.
the music video is
that'll win her
special.
over.
That is
And
a special
My kids will be
event.
like, "Who's that big tall guy?
No.
Why is he funny?"
Don't you guys watch Christmas Vacation, though?
Oh yeah, you're
so
right.
you pull them in
They'll
with, hey,
recognize
we're going to
him.
watch this guy from Christmas
Yeah. Do you
Do
Vacation.
you remember how funny old
And
Clark
Caddyshack.
is? And Caddyshack. I love Caddyshack.
Carter hasn't seen Caddyshack yet. Not quite appropriate for a 12-year-old.
He's
I
much
did tell
closer-
him they
what
were
about
talking about
Porky's?
some Will Ferrell movies in school, kind of getting off topic. They were talking about Talladega Nights and Step Brothers. And I said, well, I bet if you ask your dad really nicely, he'd watch those with you at some point. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but you're getting to that point where you could maybe see those movies.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we
So,
can have the
if he asks.
conversations with them about what's appropriate and what's not appropriate.
Maybe watch the unrated or the rated.
No, the
versions
unrated.
first.
no,
then-
the rated version.
And then you should watch Porky's.
No.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Well, Betty and Al, it's time for some awesome folks.
I'm really excited.
Bracket version 1.
I like awesome folks.
I was listening to the world famous Ben and Skin show, which is a Dallas, Texas talk show. And they yesterday did a bracket of the best Garys. I think Gary, Indiana made the finals, but I didn't actually get to finish.
There's people, places,
Well,
everything.
it was people, but then someone threw in Gary, Indiana, and that really changed everything.
How many people were in this? How many Garys were there?
8 or 16 or something?
Gary Carter had to be in it.
Who's Gary Carter?
Baseball player for the Mets.
Gary Oldman?
Gary Oldman was in there.
Gary Fensick.
No, Gary, what's his name?
No.
Was the #1 seed, the real weird Gary. Gary Busey.
Oh,
Gary
yeah.
Busey, yeah.
For sure.
Gary Gergich?
Gary Allen.
All right,
Classic.
so we just named out. All right.
All right.
So there's
I've
a lot
just-
of Garys.
I hope
Okay.
they're not in our awesome bracket.
They're not.
Okay.
However, that inspired me that we should do
Gary Busey could have been in it.
we should do a people
Just an
bracket.
awesome
So
person.
then I started assembling a list on my phone of just some real people.
Did
some,
we
some
make the list?
characters. Nope. I didn't put anyone we know in because I didn't want
Okay.
anyone bitching about my
No,
seedings.
personally.
Bias, right?
Got it.
Bias.
That's
I got
right.
it. That makes
Because
sense.
Katie's #1, so then it would have, then we would have been.
Of course,
it would have been a
right.
futile exercise.
Then we're just looking for the runner-up.
Or if-
Right, we're
or if-
trying to find the second
If
most.
Katie
awesome
wasn't #1, you'd be looking for her new home.
Exactly. So either way, it
his
was going
new
to be
home, not
futile.
hers.
So some of them are just real people. Some of them are specific characters from movies or films.
Ooh, I
Potentially
like that.
athletes, musicians, whatever. It was pretty much like the first 32 people that I could think of.
Any cartoon characters?
I don't know if there are. Actually, I think there's at least one.
Yes.
But it's I only did people. I didn't do like animals.
Got it. Sure.
Oh, okay.
So here we find ourselves. And I didn't even say the most awesome person of all time because I'm sure I missed a bunch. It's just titled Some Awesome Folks.
Yeah. Version 1.
And the
Did
winner.
you put the version 1 up there?
Yes, I did. Because I might do this again. And
Yeah.
the winner is just going to be an awesome folk.
I
We'll
can go with
send,
that.
we'll send them a
An
certificate.
ultimate care package. So here we'll just start it right off. We'll jump right in the
I'm
round
in.
of 32.
Here we go.
We have King George Strait versus Doug Heffernan.
Did
King
you
of
seriously,
Queens.
Doug Heffernan, the 32 seed?
Hey, like I said, that's just whipping
So
them
the
out.
seeds may not be as accurate as they should
Some
be.
of them are kind of accurate, like George Strait's at number 1. But Doug Heffernan,
Well,
I probably would have put higher than some of the other people on here.
I'm going Doug Heffernan here. I love Doug Heffernan.
I'm going King George. If you're going to break it right away,
The biggest
Bracket buster. Just kidding. We're going King George.
King George. Wow, that's incredible. Good for him. Urban Cowboy. No, he wasn't an Urban Cowboy. That was John Travolta.
Yes.
Which one was George in? What's that one?
No
It's
idea.
another one.
Yeah,
just like
like
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably the same exact thing.
Number 16, I think. That's pretty small.
Yeah, it looks
Versus 17, we have Leslie Knope versus Toby Keith.
I'm going Toby Keith because I think he's
I
awesome.
love Toby.
Me too.
Well,
Yeah,
all right,
suck
so you're
it,
going
Leslie.
Toby?
I love it.
I'd go Leslie. No.
How do you like me now? Toby says. Number 8, Nick Miller from New Girl. He's a great character. Versus Maverick from Top Gun.
Mav.
Who was
Come
20
on.
He's a 25.
25?
Again, that's
Again,
too low.
yeah, it's
No.
way too low.
He's
Nick
like
Miller.
kind of a D-bag, but also he's awesome.
Yeah, he's the man, though.
That's disappointing. But also, you could have picked, put Nick Miller or, I don't remember what his actual name is. The actor.
Oh, no. I'm only
No.
looking for specifically
He
Nick
plays.
Miller.
Stop. He is Nick Miller in real life.
He pretty much is, that's for sure.
So it could have been either. But also, it sucks that he was against Maverick.
That's a tough draw in the first round.
So is this one.
Number 9, Forrest Gump versus number 24, Kenny Rogers.
Man. Kenny Rogers is too low also.
Agreed. I love Kenny Rogers, and I think it's a shame what the Gatlin brothers did to his woman, so I'm going to vote for Kenny out of sympathy.
I
think her name was Becky.
Forrest had a really rough life. It was glamorized in the movie, but he really struggled with
Yeah,
his
but now
life.
he's rich. Kenny's dead
But Forrest lost the love of his life,
to AIDS.
He didn't.
and he
Oh,
he
okay.
tried to win her.
But he
his
got
whole life.
He's got his son, Forrest Jr.
I'm going Forrest.
FJ.
Little Forrest. I'm going with Forrest Gump.
I
I'm not mad about the decision because I love Forrest,
Yeah.
but I have to go Kenny and put it in your court. Oh, no. You got to know when to hold him, brother. Oh, Ruby,
no one to fold him.
don't take your love to town.
Or no one
That's
to
another
speak,
one.
man.
speak
Okay,
first.
I'd like to talk more about Kenny Rogers.
jeez. You're trying to sway his vote right
No,
now.
I just want him to
Doesn't matter.
appreciate
It's gonna be Forrest.
some of the lyrics and just the stories in Kenny's song that really touch you deep, like the Ruby "Don't Take Your Love to Town" one. Guy goes to Vietnam, gets paralyzed, and he's like, "Damn it, woman! If I could get up, I can't because I'm paralyzed. If I could get up, I'd shoot you for cheating on me all the time. It's not my fault I can't walk."
That sounds like an alternate Forrest Gump movie.
It does.
Yep.
And then there's the Gatlin brothers.
Yeah,
then
I'm going
there's,
Forrest. I'm sorry.
The one where she's sleeping with his best friend. Daytime friends and nighttime lovers. They don't want to hurt the other. Fine, Forrest Gump wins.
Because life is like a box of chocolates.
Next episode, we'll talk about only Kenny Rogers for an hour. Number 4, Walker, Texas Ranger, versus number 29, Shania Twain. Any man of mine would vote for Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm going Shania.
If I wanted to raise me a couple of sissies, I'd have named them Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman.
I really like Shania. She's got quite a few karaoke songs.
Whose
that
bed
are,
have your
like,
boots been under?
very awesome. But
Just
Walker, Texas Ranger is a badass. And I'm going Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm also going Walker, though I do love Shania's greatest hits album.
That don't impress me much.
Ooh, well done. Number 13, Keegan-Michael Key versus number 20, Katniss Everdeen. These are some strong matchups.
Did you have a slow day at work yesterday?
I did this like an hour ago.
Oh, well, it must have been a slow morning.
Yeah, I was just relaxing, you know?
I'm going with Keegan Michael K.
Same.
Yeah.
Keegan-Michael Key.
He's so great.
He's awesome. He's hilarious.
He is pretty good.
Hingle McCringleberry. Number 5, Han Solo.
Oof.
Versus number 28 or something, Alex Karev.
I mean, is there much discussion there, Han?
Well, no, yeah. Han against anyone is going to be a tough
Pretty
draw.
much.
Yeah.
Alex
Han shot
Karev's
first.
great. He's a real douchebag at first, but then he's a lovable douchebag.
But he's not Han.
He's not Han Solo.
Wait, who are you just describing?
Both.
Yes, exactly. Han Solo wins.
You're right.
Number 12, Carrie Underwood.
Whoa.
Versus number 21, Owen Wilson.
Yikes.
I love them both.
Wow.
Carrie.
I gotta go Carrie just because I saw her in concert and she
Jesus,
is
take the
a
wheel.
phenomenal performer.
Yeah.
And she's pretty hot too.
You mean her talent is...
Yes,
She is
her voice.
so
Her voice is
Her
very
songs
hot.
are hot.
Her voice is hot.
Number 2, Bandit. He's among my favorite. Versus, I can't even... It's too far away from me. I can't read the numbers.
31.
All right, Brick Tamlin. Brick killed a guy with a trident.
I saw that. I'm going Brick.
I'm going Bandit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Have you still not seen Smoking the Bandit?
No, I haven't.
I hate you so much.
Jesus.
I thought that's what we were going to do today.
Someone else is in charge of the seeding here. I still can't read the seeds. Dale Doback
15.
versus Woody Harrelson.
16. No, 18, sorry.
See, they're hard. It's
Yeah.
very small.
Oh, that's 16.
No, I thought the 16 and 17 were Leslie Knope and Toby Keith.
Yeah.
15, 18.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah, that's a tough one.
Dale,
No.
no power tools.
Is it Woody Harrelson in real life, or are we
Yes.
like no character of Woody
No,
Harrelson?
just Woody.
That means he can play everybody,
Yeah,
though, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, it's pretty dynamic. His
Or-
characters are pretty like
It's so good.
white man can't jump.
But also, Dale Doback is just John C. Reilly anyway.
I know. That's true.
Ugh.
I'm going with Woody.
I think I have to go with Woody as well, though I love Step Brothers.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Now we have Walter White versus Luke Skywalker.
That's
This
extremely
seating is
low.
way off.
Walter White at the 7, Luke at the 26.
26 is far too low. He should be like
Luke.
3.
I'm going
Are we-
with Luke.
Are we going any specific Luke, any age, or just
Just Luke at his whole life.
Luke?
Definitely Luke. Daniel Boone
At the 10 seed.
or Sandy Bullock.
At the 23 seed.
Sandy.
Sandy for
I do
sure.
love Sandy. But Daniel Boone once killed 155 black bears in one season.
So he's the reason there's not as many black bears.
No, it's
Seems
all
like
fine.
it's
Population
It's all
control.
fine.
It's no big deal.
That seems like overkill.
For what it's worth, I'm going with Daniel Boone.
Hey, go on record. That's fine.
Secret Eric Stotier or Chaz from Wedding Crashers. For context, Secret sings about her home in Husavik and hits the spirit note.
Chaz.
Oh,
Ma! The meatloaf!
by myself. I'm voting for Secret.
You almost got it. You didn't even know it.
Chaz maybe has the most powerful, like, very short, small part in the
Yes.
movie.
You didn't expect them.
It
For
was
sure.
It was such a small role, but was so impactful.
I gotta go with Chaz.
Oh. Secret's the 3 seed.
That was a big drop. Chaz should have been the 30 seed, though. That's a slight underweight.
You're talking about a guy who picks up women at a funeral.
Yeah.
I know, but he was just so brief. And Secret, the spirit note.
That's true.
The Amish powerhouse. Or Sheriff Woody.
That's a pretty even matchup. The 14 versus the 19.
For record, the Amish, for reference, for context, the Amish powerhouse is a professional, non-professional, amateur professional wrestler that once wrestled at world-famous Glen Erin Golf Club, which is a really popular wrestling venue.
It is.
And he rolled in with a big Amish beard and long red hair and like Amish guy pants and suspenders and a hat, and just went out and was body slamming people.
Sounds like a badass.
Yeah, he was.
And anybody named the Amish powerhouse is okay in my book.
Since I did not see him, it's only mythical stories of him.
He's
I got to go with
incredible.
Sheriff Woody.
I too am going Sheriff Woody.
I'll take the Amish man. Tammy Taylor and Vince Vaughn.
Another extremely low-seeded Vince Vaughn, 27.
Tammy Taylor's the low seed as well. At what,
6?
6? Yeah, no, she's a powerhouse.
Vince Vaughn.
Coach Taylor.
He's so dynamic.
Coach Taylor's not shit without Tammy.
Vince Vaughn is so dynamic.
He is great.
All his roles.
Vince Vaughn.
And I once read an article, if you notice in almost all of Vince Vaughn's movies, like he's eating. Like he just randomly eats in his movies, and most of it is unscripted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tammy would never do that because she's a lady. Just for the record, I'm getting fucking crushed.
Also,
Ron-
why would this one be the last matchup of the first round? How is this
11 versus 22.
Fair.
That's not fair.
Ron Burgundy versus Michael Scarn.
Ron Burgundy?
Just watched that episode yesterday. They're reading the play in the break in the conference room. I got to go with Ron Burgundy, though.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Damn it! Who put a question mark on the teleprompter?
They say San Diego is German for whale's vagina. We're into the second round. We've got King George Strait versus Toby Keith.
That's a
Just a
heck of a
matchup of country music
quarterfinals.
powerhouses.
I don't know, man.
I gotta go with King George.
Yeah, check yes or no.
Oh,
I'm going on record with Toby Keith. So
how do you like me now?
Can't use that one 2 times in a row. Doesn't work.
you can use it a lot.
Nope.
Yep.
He's out. You can't use it anymore.
Should have been a cowboy. Maverick and Forrest Gump.
That's another tough matchup.
I gotta go with Maverick. He's buzzing.
I'm
the
going with
tower
Mav
all the
too.
time.
Yeah.
Nope.
The bet is $20. Carnal knowledge of a lady this time, Mav. That wasn't Maverick, I know, but it was directed at him because he's a ladies' man.
It was talking to him.
Yeah.
And he's lost that loving feeling. And let the record show you could go way faster in a fighter jet than in a pair of Nikes.
Yeah, but you can't go back and forth cross country multiple times and
Seems like
create
you
the
could.
smiley
Seems like
face
you could
t-shirt.
do.
Nope.
Probably.
Probably in like half,
No.
like 1/millionth of the time.
You're like, oh, good. Time for breakfast.
Nope.
Walker, Texas Ranger, and Keegan Michael Key.
Walker.
Yeah.
Period.
Walker would kick his ass.
Yeah. Walker's going to
Yeah.
kick his...
But he couldn't be able to. He'd be laughing too much at Keegan.
Walker told me
He
I
doesn't
have
laugh.
AIDS.
I have AIDS.
Walker doesn't laugh, though.
How
so-
you doing, little partner? Han Solo and Carrie Underwood. Just another matchup that the
It
people need to
is.
see.
Yeah.
Han Solo.
I got to go Han Solo, too.
Solo.
In an overtime thriller.
Here we have the Bandit versus Sheriff Woody.
No, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah, that's south.
There's double Woodies in here.
I'm going Bandit.
Yeah, Bandit for sure.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
go Woody.
And if it
'cause
was
he's
Sheriff Woody,
kick-ass.
I would tell you that Bandit's already shown us he can fucking. He doesn't.
He
care
could
about
pull one
sheriffs.
over on sheriffs.
I'm Sheriff Buford T. Justice. Luke Skywalker and Sandy Bullock. Luke.
Luke.
Yeah, got to go
It's
Luke.
got to be.
I got a soft spot for Sandy Bullock, but she just can't make up the difference.
Here we have Chaz and now Sheriff Woody.
Sheriff Woody.
I'm going Chaz.
I think I got to go with Woody as well. Sometimes he gets a little whiny for my liking, but he's overall, I think he's a good guy. In
He's
the
a
toy
good guy.
box.
He's a great leader.
Vince Vaughn and Ron Burgundy.
Oof,
Ron
that's
Burgundy.
a battle.
We've already seen it. Ron Burgundy beats Vince Vaughn and his crew.
We have seen that as well.
You're right. Ron Burgundy.
Automatically taken care of. Yikes.
On to,
Now the quarters.
yep.
King George Strait and Maverick.
Badasses. I'm going Maverick. Big Top Gun guy.
George.
Take me to better, lose me forever. Mav.
Amarillo by morning.
I saw God today. It was King George. George.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Sorry, I almost died there for a sec. Walker, Texas Ranger, and Han Solo.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a battle for the ages right there.
It's just a couple of intergalactic badasses. Han Solo for me.
I'm going Walker, Texas Ranger, because he never dies.
That's true.
Nobody can kill Walker.
And he just delivers
Well,
bad
Walker
news.
doesn't live in. Stop.
And
Han
Walker
Solo.
delivers bad news to young kids.
Yeah, but Han delivers drugs. Oh, no, not drugs.
Illegal cargo.
Never
Maybe
discussed.
drugs.
Bandit versus Luke Skywalker. This one is hard for me. These are two of my favorite movies.
That's pretty tough.
But you can call me the Bandit.
Luke.
I'm going Luke for the upset.
Ugh. Hurts my soul. But it
Big
doesn't
upset.
really
'cause
hurt
he's
my
a
soul.
26 seed.
Sorry,
Feels
brother.
like kind of a
Somehow.
win-win. I'm not really too upset about it. Ron Burgundy and Sheriff Woody.
I'm going Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, gotta go Ron Burgundy.
I think because of his ability to use the Yaz flute.
Yeah, that's flute. Stop. We should have him play the penny flute.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
great.
I'll call him.
Here we are in the semis
Oh,
with King George Strait and Han Solo.
Oh, if Han Solo can take down Walker, Texas Ranger, he belongs in the finals, and that's my vote.
That does seem reasonable to me.
I mean,
But
I can see the moral dilemma you're facing right
no,
now.
I'm also I gotta go Han Solo. I'll take it out of your hands, so
All
you
right.
don't have to make the decision.
excellent. I just won't go on record here.
Yep.
Luke Skywalker
Oof.
and Ron Burgundy.
I'm going Ron. He just commands the attention of everybody.
He does.
Luke kind of became a little bit of a bitch in between some.
He did. Milk was a bad choice. Ron Burgundy.
We'll take that one out of your hands.
Okay, that's good, because I'm still not sure.
So now
Plus,
we're here.
I didn't want to see Luke Skywalker fighting Han Solo.
I
in the
know, that
finals.
would be tough.
I wouldn't be able to choose.
So now in the championship to decide an awesome folk. We have Han Solo versus Ron Burgundy.
I'm sticking with Han Solo because Walker was going to be my most awesome folk. So if Han Solo takes out Walker, Texas Ranger, he deserves to be an awesome folk.
That's true. And I am hoping to name my oldest son Han.
What about your daughters?
No, I don't have those.
Leia and Ray.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to have a dog named Ray.
Oh yeah. Well, you could have a dog and a daughter named Ray.
Unless I could. Well, I tried Leia first, but she wasn't into that. I was looking for Leia the Bird Slayer, but it didn't happen.
Oh, all right. I don't care what you name her. That's what I'm calling her.
Yeah, me too. That's awesome.
Yikes. Han's kind of a dick.
He
I'm
really
going
is
Ron
kind of
Burgundy.
a dick.
Pressure's on
Ron's
Colin.
also
Man.
kind of a dick.
Oh yes.
He is. Yeah.
And then
But-
he goes blind in the
but-
second film.
He didn't leave a bunch of people hanging, like when they were gonna die.
Han comes back.
Yeah, he got lucky that he came back at the right time.
And then he was a general.
Yep. And then he died for the cause. He tried to save his son.
His son's a real piece of
His
shit.
son's a douche.
Yeah, but
I
if he
think
was
for
in
the
here,
fact that-
he'd add my vote the whole way.
He would have lost.
Kylo, he sucks.
He would have
balls.
lost first round.
He's the best.
I think that I have to detract from Han the fact that he created Kylo Ren with his man parts. As such,
He didn't create Kylo Ren. He created Ben.
that's true.
Yeah,
And then
Luke
Ben created
Luke
Kylo Ren.
created
that one
Kylo
up
Ren
because
he
and
wouldn't
forced
talk
him
to
to the
him.
dark side.
He had to stain over him while he was
Yeah.
sleeping like a freaking weirdo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just put your lightsaber away, dude, and talk to him.
It is a little freaky.
Yeah. Pressure's on you. Glad we spoke first on this one.
Yeah. But also, Ron Burgundy runs the #1 news station out of San Diego.
He does. That's pretty impressive
Come on.
stuff. I think
Han banged
because-
Leia. I mean,
Damn it.
for real?
He
I
did.
want to change my vote.
He did, but so did Luke, and they're siblings.
No, they just kissed once.
She's been tainted.
They kissed once. I
She's
mean,
been
who
tainted
hasn't
by
kissed their
incest.
sibling once?
Me.
Come
like
on.
that? Never.
You're right.
Nope. I'm
Son
sticking
of
with
a-
Ron. Sometime today, we're losing time.
It's getting dark out now.
Good evening, everybody. We are still here.
We're here in the championship round. Han
We are
Solo
in triple overtime.
is an awesome folk.
Han Solo, the Awesome Folk version 1.
I can't even be mad about that.
No, really, either one is a winner.
Confirmed. He's awesome.
All of these, most of these, could be in that final spot if the seedings played out a little bit differently.
There you have it, folks. Just some hard-hitting, fact-spitting gospel. So that was a ridiculous thing that I did with my afternoon.
This whole episode, my lord.
I think we're going to win awards for it.
This one is we're gonna get a daytime Emmy.
Yep, because we recorded it during the daytime.
As long as Paul Simon
That's
is
how that
there
works.
to give us the award.
Oh,
Or play the music.
Or Chevy Chase,
just
either
be
one.
there.
Paul
All right.
Simon and Harrison Ford. I
Paul
think.
Simon talks, but Chevy Chase pretends to talk as him.
And Harrison actually presents us with our award.
Yes.
Correct. And then we'll present him with his award.
Yes, we'll be like, I got you this piece of paper. It says you're awesome.
We can give him a
Congrats.
copy of the bracket.
Yeah, we'll give him- Look at who you beat.
Yeah, that's an impressive run.
You beat Toby Keith and Sigrid Eric's daughter.
Plus the Amish powerhouse.
And the Amish powerhouse.
Man.
Oh, folks. This has really been a treat, and I hope that we've changed your life today.
I'm going to need an afternoon nap after this.
It's just exhausting.
Thrilling.
So, I think that we'll leave you with a parting gift in the form of You Can Call Me Al, and then urge you to go immediately watch the official music video.
Please.
It's
do
worth
it.
your time. It's worth taking 3 minutes out of your day to watch
For sure.
that
Do
music
it.
video.
Let us know what you think of it, and then share it on your Facebook wall and with all of your other friends. Spread the word of the gospel.
As soon as I get off here, I'm going to share it on the What the Heck page, and then I'm going to share it on my page, and I'm going to encourage everyone to do the same.
Everyone just share the What the Heck page, though, so that way that page also gets out.
Yes, that's even
no,
better
do
idea.
that. Mostly do that. Also, I'm excited to be sharing You Can Call Me Al a bunch of times before this podcast comes out, because everyone's going to be like,
What are they doing?
why are you
Does he
listening?
know
Yeah.
he's
Is this an accident? No, sir.
I think I'm going to jump on the Touch Tunes quick and play it at the bar.
We should just jump on Touch Tunes and play it at all the bars.
They're going to think it's some sort of
What's going on?
glitch
Just
in the
repeat
system.
after repeat after repeat.
I think that we should, anytime we're now going to go to a place, we should put that on the jukebox before we enter.
Cue it up so that it's on when we're coming.
We
in.
walk in as it's starting in the beginning.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
We should come
We
in
make
with
our
a,
entrance.
with a dance to it as we come in.
The
Really?
Chevy Chase
Yeah, the
dance.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. For Jake Reeson, Tyler Hack, I'm Colin Frederick. Let's get the heck out of here.